I would like to tell about the cyber crimes. I would like to tell about the four cyber crimes and take example of five persons and explain each and every cyber crime. First, in cyber crimes, in its annual global survey of the cyber security landscape, the North Cyber Security Insights report identified the top five common types of cyber crimes. Have you fallen victim to one? If so, you are not alone. Now the cyber crimes are malware, debit or credit card fraud, data breaches, compromised passwords, and unauthorized emails and social media access. First, let's consider what's the most common type of cybercrime. I think malware is the most common type of cyber. In the US, 57% of people surveyed said that there are someone they knew had a device. That's a, for example, a computer or a tablet or a mobile phone which is connected to a net and it's affected by a virus or other security threat. These malware related cybercrimes could include having malware or credit downloaded to a computer when visiting a spoof website or becoming the victim of ransomware. And the next cybercrime is your debit card or credit card at risk for a fraud. Our debit card or credit card expires, it has expired date, so the CVV, it has its card number, and we receive OTP. And experiencing debit card or debit card fraud was tied for the second most common type of cybercrime in the US, with 54% of people reporting that they had been victimized. This type of cybercrime could include having your card number stolen if you enter into a fake website or while on a public Wi-Fi network that a hacker is eavesdropping on. Suppose some of the frauds call to your number. Suppose A calls to B and A says, "Sir, I'm calling from ICICI Bank. Can you tell me your card number?" Then B says, tells his respect to 11-digit card number, and then he asks, uh, "Sir, I'm confirming your card number." Then he says, "Okay, sir, you will receive a. Will you tell that CVV?" Then he will say that CVV. Then he says, "Sir, we have received an OTP, and will you share with me?" Then he says he will share that OTP with the authorized person. But OTP, if he share OTP, he can take the money from him, and thus the cyber crimes occur in this stealing of the card number, stealing of the OTPs, and through this one type of the cyber crime. And next is has your data been breached? The last year's Equifax data breach, which affected more than 145 billion people, may have raised awareness of identity theft for Americans. In the North Cyber Security Insights report, 54% of US consumers survey report that having personal information involved in a data breach. If even of your personal information such as social security number or date of birth or home address is now for sale on the dark web, cybercriminals could apply for credit cards in your name, rack up medical bills, and ruin your credit. Next, what's your password? Believe it or not, people do not share passwords. Even if they aren't shared, passwords aren't always foolproof. Some 40% of Americans surveyed had their online account passwords compromised. Having a hard to guess secure password is imperative if you use the internet. If you practice poor habits such as sharing passwords or using weak ones, you could become a target for cybercrime. And the next one is you have been hacked. Some 40% of North Cyber Security Insights report survey respondents in the US and got authorized access to or hacking of an email or social media account. This can happen if you forgot to log out of an account on a shared device or someone maliciously hacks into your online account. Either way, having your email or social media account hacked could result in a cascade of cyber crimes. And in all these cases the cyber crimes will be occur. There are many other cases where cyber crimes occur, but these four are the main cases, like that malware practice, stealing of OTPs and account numbers, card numbers. These are the main cyber crimes. Now let us discuss some tips how to avoid the cyber crime. First, to avoid the malware, install an internet security suite on all your devices, including your PCs, machines, tablets, and smartphones. The next is debit or credit card fraud. Sign up for a credit card monitoring service that can alert you to any unusual card activity. And the next is data breaches. Sign up for an identity theft protection service that can monitor for and alert you to any suspicious activities such as credit card applications using a personal identifier information. And the next, compromised passwords. Create strong passwords and it should be very strong. It should be, it should contain some alphabet. It should not be easily guessable. That it should be strong passwords will be hard to crack. Use a combination of 10 numbers, upper and lowercase letters, and symbols, or consider using a password manager. And the last is unauthorized email and social media access. The best defense for this type of accounts is also a strong password, or avoid the temptation to use the same password for each account and then take to the time to craft a super strong password. Remember your email and social media accounts, and thus uh, the cybercrimes can be avoided to some extent.